Hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Seth here. So for today's video, we're going to talk about my 3 favorite core exercises specifically for basketball. So if you want to be a complete athlete, you cannot ignore the core. The core is arguably one of the more important muscle groups of the body for athletes, especially for basketball. The interesting thing about the body is that all the muscle groups work together and in combination help you with almost every area. So without further ado, let's talk about these 3 core exercises. Number 1 is going to be Russian twist. So for core exercises, I'm a pretty big fan of twisting motions, because whenever you're working the core, in my opinion, it's never a good thing to isolate certain areas of the core, because we never really do that on the court. So for just doing sit-ups or crunches, I really think you're just wasting your time with those. You're gonna be seated on the floor, you're gonna need a medicine ball. It doesn't even have to be a medicine ball, you can just use some type of weight, but you're gonna lean back, and the lean back position is already gonna be engaging the core. And then what you're gonna do to make it even more challenging is to pick the feet up. And then from there, you're gonna twist to each side. Now, whenever you're twisting, you don't wanna move the arms very much. You want to focus on that shoulder twist of the body, because that's what's really gonna fire up that core. And the thing about the twisting motions, you're really hitting all parts of that core. Abdominals, obliques, and even muscles in the back as well. So the thing about Russian twist is once you get to a certain point, it becomes pretty hard to make it more challenging. So it can be considered more of a beginner exercise. Once you get more advanced with this and you just feel like it's just not doing much and it's pretty easy, simply just gonna have to change up things and just make it more challenging. So ways to make it more challenging is you could add weight, you could increase the amount of weight you're twisting with, or you could get on a decline bench. This is going to allow you to lean back a little bit farther. You don't want to lean back so far because sometimes that bothers the lower back, but that's a way to increase the challenge a little bit. Number 2 is going to be core rollouts. So for this, you're going to need an abdominal wheel, and this is going to be pretty advanced. If you're a beginner, this is going to be pretty challenging. This is one of my favorite core exercises. Why do I like this one so much? I've addressed this before, but basketball is an overhead sport, right? And this is when you're attacking the core with your hands above the head, which we do that very, very often. Whether we're going up for a rebound, contesting a shot, playing defense, our hands are constantly above our head. And whenever our hands are above our head, that makes our core pretty vulnerable. Our core becomes much stronger whenever our hands are right here. So it has to be used to this movement. And for this, you're gonna be on your knees and you're gonna be upright position. Start with the wheel close to you, and then you lean into it and let it roll out, and then just really focus on squeezing that core and then coming all the way back up. So make sure you can do these with good form before you try doing a number of these. You never want to just blow through these exercises. You want to make the most out of every single rep. Last one at number 3 is going to be landmine transfer press. That might sound like a lot, but what we're just doing is we're putting the barbell into a slot up against the wall. Your gym might not have this, which that becomes a little bit of a problem, and only do this if your gym has a spot for this. Don't try to put a barbell up against the wall, because that's not going to end well. But for this exercise, we're adding force and power. We're going to start with the feet squared facing one way. We have the bar in the opposite hand. What we're going to do is twist hard and extend, squeezing the core, full extension of the opposite arm. Now, whenever we do these, we don't want to half do these, right? We want to make the most out of it. So we're twisting hard, almost like we're punching somebody in boxing or something. So we're twisting that back foot as well. If you notice what I'm doing, I'm twisting that back foot, springing off. So this is kind of an all body exercise, and it's really important with this one to use force. So don't just go through the motion slowly on this one. You want to power it up. Once you power it up, then you can come back slow. And this is a single side exercise, so obviously make sure to do both sides of these. So that is my 3 favorite core exercises for basketball. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.